Hello Twin Flames, this is your weekly card reading. So let's begin. Let's take a look at Divine Feminine energy for this week. And we start with the Cloud 9 card, which is a very nice start. So here we have an image of being up in the clouds with this little couple together playing, having fun, and the heart in the background. So Cloud 9 energy naturally is just feeling really connected to your bliss, connected to the feeling of love within you, connected to your union. So that's a perfect way to begin. And let's take a look what else is going on with the Divine Feminine. And the next card really goes very well with the Cloud 9 card. It's showing again like this rising up. So energy seems to be moving up and out. And so it's really showing, like, the image here is pretty powerful. This woman is leaving behind the kind of darkness, the murkiness, all of those stagnant, stuck, yucky feeling energies, and she's looking upward, which is where we naturally kind of look to when we think of the divine. And of course the divine is within your heart, but that's the symbolism here. So she's kind of looking up to the clouds. And of course, being in union doesn't mean you're going to float on a cloud all day. Being in union or harmonious union is very grounded. It's very stable, secure, steady. So it doesn't mean you're going to be kind of floating around. It means being very anchored to the world. It means having your feet on the ground, being materially secure, having good business sense. That's what being spiritual really means. It's not woo-woo. So here, this Divine Feminine is rising up, leaving behind old stuck patterns and recognizing that she can have bliss, that is her truth. And then the next card for the Divine Feminine this week. So we've got karmic family. And so it says here, relationship with someone, maybe from a previous lifetime, that you need to work something out with. And of course, anytime the word karmic comes up, that's, you know, that's a word in the Twin Flame community that is a bit difficult, isn't it? Because it's this idea that something can get in the way of your good. And what karma really is just what the result of choices you've made from separation. So if you've been believing that you can't have love, or that you're not worth it, or that you're not good enough, or that you can't make choices in your life, or that everybody gets in your space, or that people drain you, all those things are ego beliefs. They're all illusion. Because they're saying, I'm not powerful, I haven't got a choice, I have to put up with things I don't like, and that's simply not the truth. So for this card, I'm getting the feeling that maybe your family is mirroring something, because not just your twin flame that mirrors, your family, anyone can. And so maybe they're mirroring a pattern that needs to be healed for your union. Is there some ancestral pattern that you see reflected in them that you need to work through? And just know that those yucky patterns are just choices that were made to believe in something other than love. And when you heal, you really open a door for your whole family to be able to heal that pattern too. So it's very, very powerful, this journey. So maybe take time this week to look at what's your family showing you, what don't you like about your interactions. So let's take a look at the Divine Masculine. And this week, his first card is the Deception card. Okay, so he's got a mask on here, and it looks like in the image that he might be wanting to take that mask off. So you might think, well, how or why does this manifest? And really it manifests because the world teaches us to be someone that it thinks is acceptable. And so we're all the time trying to meet this idea of what everybody else or society thinks we should be. And we believe somewhere within that the real us is maybe not acceptable, not lovable, not worthy. And so the Divine Masculine here is really coming to terms with the fact he's been deceiving himself, that he maybe isn't presenting authentically. And of course, twin flames who are authentic will come together, will be attracted to each other. But if you're not being authentic somewhere, that may be causing an issue. So look for that within you, divine feminines, and the masculine is currently looking at that too. So let's see what the next piece of the puzzle is. And of course, we have the optimism card. So I can't do it, and the T's been cut off to make it I can do it. And of course, you can do anything that you put your heart and mind to. Failure doesn't exist. Failure is just giving up, right? So if you don't give up, you will succeed. So perhaps these two go together. Maybe there's this sort of feeling that I've had to live this way in order to succeed. I can't do it if I'm my real self. Well, that's simply not true. So there's an optimism returning here, which is a very good sign. And then let's look at the next card for the divine masculine. And we've got, oh, there we go. That's really the missing piece, isn't it? Surrender, letting go of negativity, listening to higher wisdom from self, shifting out of ego and into soul, into your heart. So when you realize you've been deceiving yourself, first of all, you need to recognize that. Secondly, accept it and realize that your authentic self is good enough. And then optimism can return. And then lastly, you can just surrender into the divine truth that you were created perfectly. And when you know you're created perfectly, you know there can't be anything wrong with you because a divine creator made you. And so you can't be anything other than love. And when you relax into that, things start to feel so much better. So yeah, authenticity is a journey, isn't it? And it really is pulling me, my awareness is pulling me back to this card. It feels like that's what she's doing here. She's lifting herself out of an old way of living, perhaps one that comes from family. There we go. Everything ties together in these readings. So now that we've seen the energy, let's take a look at the union's energy as from within. And the first card here is Daughter Value. And it's 31, which adds up to 4. And 4 is a foundation number. And although we're seeing money flying around here, and of course money is one way to look at value, really this card for me is pointing to valuing yourself. You know, being authentic means recognizing you are of authentic value. That you don't have to do something to yourself or change yourself or fix yourself, that you are already valuable. And that feels like the energy that you're working on in the union is coming to terms with that, which is great. Love it. And then, well, wouldn't you know, look at this one. So the next card for your union's energy is wedding. This situation involves marriage. So no matter what you're working through, none of those blocks are anything to do with trying to get your union, right? Blocks are simply places within you where you believe you can't have it. But that's never true. And at the core, you are one, you are married, you are divine spouses to each other, husband and wife. That's always the truth at the core. So even if you have blocks, doesn't mean you aren't already perfect for each other now. Right? You don't have to fix yourself to get your union. You're already worthy of it. You just relax into the awareness, surrender into the awareness that you already have it. And that is a journey. And then let's go to the last card here today. And that's a beautiful reminder, isn't it? So many things remind me of you. So there you are, your twin flame, wherever they are, whatever they're doing, is continually reminded of you. Maybe it's in that number plate, maybe it's in that Facebook post, maybe it's in that number on their phone, maybe it's in a song, but everything reminds them of you because you are everything to them. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I'll see you next time. Please like and subscribe. Thank you.